everyone, welcome to Challenge Raiders. I'm Theo.
I'm Neil, social media mogul.
And I'm Sam.
So last time we were talking about the Hydra, and I think today we've got something special planned. So I guess you guys are going to shout about how are we doing this? I'm not sure.
Okay, Sam, I warn you. The one that I have chosen is... I honestly believe it is quite possibly the worst creature to possibly do on an episode of Challenge Raiders. I think that the concept of the show does not meld with this being. That is how diabolical this creature is.
This would be the moment I would retort with many good reasons as to why mine is terrible, but I don't feel as strongly as you do.
Oh, well, actually, I have one request before you announce the monster. Can you guys both tell me what sort of environment it is, so I can just put some sort of background here?
I don't know if I can.
My one lives in caves and dingy places.
Caves and dingy places. Is yours not a cave dweller, Sam?
It could be in a cave.
Okay, so with no further ado, I suppose.
Yeah.
Okay.
Roll initiative. Who goes first?
Glabrezu.
What? No. Oh, you guys. And then play that backwards. Oh, okay. Hang on. Let me.
I need to describe to you.
No, I need before anything. I need some like. How is this spelled? Neil, you go first.
XVARTS.
Oh. Oh. XVRTS.
ARTS.
Hey, I'm about to say. Zvart. Zvart.
Zvart.
Okay, and Sam? Sorry, is that Zvart's plural, or is it just got an S at the end because it does?
It's got a plural at the end because they're a race.
Oh, okay, Sam?
GLA BR EZU.
This is in the main.
I know what your one is. So I know what your one is.
This is a Glabrezu is in the Monster Manual, a book I know quite well.
Yes,
it's a devil, isn't it?
It's a demon. Yeah.
Where am I going to put these words? I'm just going to put them over here.
Yeah. Okay.
Oh God.
So.
If I'm going to do this properly.
So Sam, do you want to go first, or should I go first?
You go first. I need to think about how I'm going to describe mine.
Okay, so
I think
so mine.
Well, hang on.
I need to just describe to you this creature.
Sure.
They are 3 foot tall.
Oh, okay.
Blue skinned, orange eyed. All of them are balding.
Oh, what? Why?
All of them are balding.
Yeah, okay.
They have kind of bulbousy Shrek noses.
Oh God, okay.
And they have about a page and a half of the Monster Manual detailing how terrible they are.
They're just fat dudes.
They're little
fat blue dudes,
they're little
are they?
fat blue dudes.
With orange eyes.
Who, I will get into this in the lore segment about why they are so terrible, and one of the reasons why they are dialectically opposed to the nature of the show, because they all look the same and all have to look the same.
Oh no! Because what? So how tall is this thing?
3 foot.
I think I'm gonna have to make its head bigger, so it's... Oh God, alright. What?
Hey, this was the worst monster special, guys.
No, yeah, we have achieved...
I think you've
bad.
won. I think that's sort of, but you've already won.
And these are cave-dwelling creatures, are they?
Yeah.
Oh,
Okay,
God.
it's got big eyes then. Oh, wrong tool. Oh, this is very bad. He needs to have a big... Oh God. Okay, yeah. So why? Okay, Sam. Just so I know, is your creature also very small?
No, it's large.
Good. Okay, so what I'm gonna do is whatever it's gonna be. You don't have to go into it yet, but it's gonna take up this space,
Sure.
and there's gonna be like a horde.
Yeah.
Of that. That's what Sam. That is currently the Glazbaroo.
Fantastic.
That's the placeholder for the Glasbury.
Okay.
And he's going to be being beset by a bunch of Zvart. Zvart. It even sounds like farts. Oh, what a terrible beast. This is going to be a long episode. This is going to be like a 3-day long episode. Oh, alright, okay. Hit me with the
okay.
the Zvart.
I'm gonna try and I might just grab my one, sorry.
Do yours.
Oh no, if you give me like 5 seconds with the Zvart.
Sure.
Okay.
Sure.
Okay.
Okay.
So, I think I have to go straight into their origin.
Yeah. Sure.
Okay. So,
Are they? Do they actually fight?
well, in their lore, they are scared of humans, dwarves, and elves. So all of them.
They're not scared of this though. Okay.
So they their lore is basically sums them up very well, which is that there was a demon who looked like them, right? A little 3-foot tall, balding little guy, right? Who ran away from hell with an artifact that made him God, right?
What? Okay.
And then
what?
Other people started chasing him around the multiverse, so he made an army of copies of himself.
What?
Little weird-looking copies of himself.
What? What?
Why?
I quit.
So that nobody could track him down. And all of them
What
are
is
balding,
this?
and all of them hate everyone who is taller than them, and they are resentful. And
What?
the thing is, it says in their lore that they are aware of this hate, and it just makes them even more self-loathing and useless.
These guys are depressing. What are they? What are they equipped with? Just quickly, like generically.
One of them has a small dagger.
Okay, so I was right to give this guy a comedy club.
There are stats for 2 of them in Volo's Guide to Monsters.
Well, what channel rating are they? I assume it's
1/8.
There's some 1/8. There's not 100 things with 1/8.
They have 1 stat above 10.
Oh, which one is it?
Dex.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
Right.
dude.
Nimble little boys.
Number little boys.
Well-
7 hit points. Ooh.
7.
Ooh.
This is sad.
8 strength,
Okay,
8 int, 7 wisdom, 7 charisma. They're coming for you, boys.
There's gonna be one that's on top of them biting. I also realise this is not necessarily the shape that the Glazabaru is gonna take.
No,
but-
it's not that shape.
No, but I'm gonna have to try my best
It's not that
to
shape
make
at all.
this horrible balding man
Ugh.
on top of it fit.
All of them have a receding hairline.
I guess on orange eyes, was it?
Yep, orange eyes, blue
And they're
skin.
clones of like a devil.
Yeah.
Which devil?
Raxivort.
Well, I guess he was just a little man.
He was a little man, yeah. To read its description right here, there is a brilliant part. I'm just trying to find it.
I'm gonna have a heroic one down here, standing, ready to receive the Glazabaru. And he's wrong. He's in the wrong place. That's gonna be his head. It's gonna be no, but yeah, go ahead. Sorry. Keep reading. I'm just muttering to myself.
Like, yeah, this is the line that I think makes the race. Their fear has led them to dwell in gloomy places on the far fringes of civilized lands, or in areas neglected or forgotten by mightier creatures. In other words, Zvarts usually live in places where normal vermin flourish.
Oh, that's a bit depressed. They're the rubbish men of the world. I'm gonna put another one down there in a minute. But Sam, if you want to let me know a few things about the Glab Rezu.
What? As in how it looks or about it?
Oh, all give me the everything.
Okay, so it's a bipedal demon.
Okay, yeah, bad start that I've made.
Yeah.
There's only one monster that could have started with that.
So
shape.
yeah,
Is it big and is it big and strong?
It's not like super ripped in like most of its form. It has got.
You said bipedal. Do you mean humanoid or just 2-legged?
It's 2-legged. It's not humanoid.
God damn it!
It's got like a big demon face and like antlers.
Okay.
And it's got like a big. It's got a pair of fists and that. Like, it's fairly kind of. It's muscular, but like more life, or however you say it, rather than like really hench and like bulky.
Yeah.
And there's one small other factor as well.
Okay.
Above its normal set of arms are 2 giant crab pincers.
Oh, I do know this beast. I was about to say, like,
Two-
I was like so confused, and then the crab. I know the crab thing. All right, I can make this sort of make some sense. There's gonna be it's gonna be hunched over because it's got this. It's just been beset by a Svart, so obviously it's gonna be hunched over somewhere.
Ironically, I think the law works for this. I think the law
I
works
guess so.
because the reason why I made the clone is demons are hunting him.
Yeah.
Oh my god. It's a perfect. You're saying it's a perfect image.
This is a in-universe battle. Hit me up, man who's in charge of D&D.
Hit me
I
up,
don't
Mike
know who
Miles.
you are.
Come on, Mike Miles.
Is Mike Miles the
I think
current
Mike Miles is in charge
man
of,
to watch?
of something.
I think this is going to be a pinchy arm. Is the arm itself a lobster, like crab arm, or is it just the hand of it that's a
No, it has
crab?
it has another set of normal arms.
But them just with crabs on it.
It has a normal set of arms and then a completely other, much huger set of crab arms on top.
Oh, even bigger. Oh god. All right. What? Hang on.
So,
I'm just doing the
so
bit that I
imagine
can do.
like a kind of generic kind of bipedal shape, like standing demon guy,
Yeah.
and imagine those proportions, and then just make those, and then have like triple those proportion sizes, and just make them as crab arms on top of the normal arms, like coming off the shoulders.
Imagine Machamp.
Yeah. We doesn't really know the Pokemons, but
That's another thing. T. Matthews knows 0 things of Pokemon, but that's a whole other kettle of fish. I'm just going to focus on the bit that I know I can do for now.
Yeah, sure.
The torse.
I mean, there's going to be...
Human-esque or animal-esque?
he's not superhuman like, to be honest.
Yeah, because I've just given him a classic T. Matthews big disgusting muscle
He's definitely
body.
not. I mean, the top bit is because the crab arms are attached to it, but the rest of him isn't that. He's more like he's a little bit skinnier, but it's fine.
Well,
this one's just he's been working out. He's one of the elite.
Oh, that's true.
Glabrezu.
I could just make him a bit smaller. No. I can make him less defined. I don't know. Not everything has to look like they do like 80 press-ups when they get up.
I'm just stressing it because the crab arms are so stupidly oversized for like.
Yeah, that's the thing. I don't want to make this thing not balanced.
Yeah.
Obviously, it's got to be. Does it have any weapons or anything? Or
No.
It's just got hands.
Well, it has a multi-attack and it can attack 4 times.
Jesus. I assume its challenge rating is a bit more than 1/8.
Yeah, its challenge rating is 9.
So, in order to make a good versus encounter, how many Svarts would we need?
Quite a few hundred.
8 times 9 is 72.
72 Svarts might be able to fight a Glabrezu.
Well, this is where
what?
This is where I tell you that there is a spellcaster Svart,
Oh,
a warlock Svart, who has
a warlock.
he's got a
sold his
pact
soul.
with the demon lord who made them, and
Gosh,
his
alright.
challenge rating is 1. So
That's he's 8 times stronger than the average. Sorry, the head of the glab.
Yeah.
The Glabrezu. What's its head? What's its head?
It's
action?
kind of like
obviously.
I don't want to say generic demon, but it's kind of animalistic. It's got like
goat demon
Right, okay.
kind of thing.
goat. Yeah,
Oh,
that's
right,
definitely a good
right,
one
yeah.
for it. Yeah.
Goat dino demon thing.
Where should I put its ears? I guess I put them down here. Oh yeah, no, I kind of remember. It's kind of like a kangaroo, sort of, isn't
I
it?
can see that.
Yeah,
Kinda?
almost.
I can't. Not that I can draw a kangaroo without any sort of reference. I guess it should be like screaming.
Have you, just for interest, do you have an idea of what a Svart looks like in your head now, of like what you're going to draw them as? Because I would like to post what they actually look like.
Oh no! I mean, I'm not. I mustn't see.
You must
You
see.
can post it.
I'm
but
gonna post it to
I
Sam.
mustn't see.
Okay, thank you.
'Cause we'll put up the official.
Yeah. Just
Because what I'm thinking is like there's a Terry Pratchett race of little gnome blue. They're cooler than Svarts, but the
That's not
I'm
hard.
thinking is like
No.
a horrible little. I don't really have an idea yet.
Oh
but
my
I'm gonna-
Christ.
I'll get to them.
Theo,
Next
think of what you're thinking and just think worse. Like,
I'll get back to them in a minute. I need to address these
another
pinchy
fact I
arms.
need to mention is no chin.
yeah.
No chin.
It's just
Okay,
neck
I'll
to
do
head.
I'll do no chin. I'd like to do no chin.
They have not got chins.
I'm going to move him to there because I think that makes more sense. It also means I have space for this big... here's a fun thing I can do. I can put this guy in the grip of a crab hand.
Oh,
yeah.
That's sick.
And that makes his expression make a little bit
Yeah, that's
more
good.
sense.
I'm
Yeah.
very into the Gabrizi, though. Very much into it at the moment.
He's sort of...
You're making him look cool. The only reason I just thought the crab arms are just ridiculous. Everything about him else. I mean, I don't want to get too into demons because there's quite a lot to talk about with them, and I think we should save that for a session, like an episode that is about a demon.
From what I remember of the demons, the designs of all of them are completely mad, which is appropriate.
Yes,
they are really all over the place and very much strange. This probably isn't even the strangest. I think.
No.
I think there are demons with weirder designs than this.
It's bizarre though. It is definitely bizarre.
Definitely, and
there are definitely weirder ones, but something about it. I know it's not. It's definitely not
cheap.
The worst designed.
Is that what it got you? It was like, oh, they just put crab arms on.
Yeah, I think that's what got me a little bit. I find the crab arms so stupid.
I want to make these eyes. Something about its face was not right for me, so I'm going to get back to that later. But this other crab arm. Well, this arm down here is doing nothing yet, so I don't feel I should commit to this arm until I have an idea. You know what? Okay, hang on. This arm is actually going to be clutching in pain, for he has been whittled down slowly.
You're going to have a pile of Zwarts in the background.
Well, then, luckily for me, a genius stroke. I angled the camera up so you can't see the pile of 66 Zwarts already dead on the floor.
I think the other thing that kind of drew me towards the Brizu was like its description in the monster manual itself, because this one is, out of all the demons, is the one most likely to like trick humans and like let them like summon him and stuff. Okay. So, like offer them his services, but betray them and that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
So it's all about trickery, bargains. Like it likes to hoard riches.
That's kind of interesting. It's not really something you might expect from something so animalistic.
Yeah, that's kind of so. I didn't know if I'd like that or hate that because I think it looks so stupid, and I think that giving it that role seems a bit odd because it's a giant crab monster.
Giving it the greedy trait.
Yeah, giving it.
Sorry, guys. This face I've just drawn.
It's.
Oh, that's not a good drawing.
Salvador Dali about that.
It really is. I didn't mean the eye on the left, his right, was like an accident of like the pen touching at the wrong point. But I was like, that's pretty good. That's a good eye. It is sort of awful. Hey, my art style is just keep adding more until it looks alright.
Has it gone wrong so far?
Hasn't quite failed me yet. Oof. Well, okay. Oh, I need to add another crab arm. I know you said that there's no like other elements of crabbiness to
there
him,
is not.
I'm considering.
I think you should. Well, this is your interpretation of the creatures.
You.
I might. What I'll do, and Neil, who's been in the campaign I just finished running, will know that when I draw a demon thing, I just put sort of knobbly spikes on the shoulders and such. But
like it's been malformed.
And crabs kind of have like a.
I mean, it does
a bit of a spininess around
like,
the edges, don't they?
It does kind of have spikes coming out of like the top of its chest plate, where like the crab arms meet.
Chest plate?
Yeah, well, it's
as in where the muscle is.
Yeah,
right?
well, because when like the normal bit ends and it becomes crab, it has like almost like its top part around its neck is almost like shell.
Right. Okay. So I'm just gonna
like it's like the same material that the crab arms would be.
Well, he's gonna have a crust around his neck, like a cloak, or what do they call those things?
Well, he almost looking at it. He almost does kind of have like he has like kind of two red kind of plates that go round like a cloak to his back almost in the thing, and there's spikes coming off the end of those. So
you're gonna give him a bit of chitting.
Yeah, he's gonna have a bit of chitting, chitin. Yeah. Well, what we'll do there, we'll look up which one's right, and we'll just cut out. We'll cut the wrong. Is it chitin? I always thought it was chitin.
It's chitin because it's spelled
We're not going to cut that
because it's spelled C.
I know. I guess we're going with this face. I might give him a long tongue.
I'm gonna mention this because I've noticed it. The past, like, 2 have had long tongues.
Yeah, but they're monsters.
I get it. I know, but we don't want to be the creators.
Yeah, but
creators love long tongues. We don't.
Alright, but if I give him like a short tongue, that's just the same as not designing a tongue.
Okay, there you go then.
There's no way to design a character with a short tongue. I think that's true though.
That is a tombstone quote right there.
The only way
That is
to
a
make a
tombstone.
tongue interesting is to make it long.
You're not wrong from a design standpoint. Yeah.
I get you.
This is kind of meant to be its back. This will make sense when that's more detailed line art wise.
I'm starting to get it. I'm really getting it. I see the composition. I like it.
I need to put this other crab arm. I'm actually going to do another layer because I'm not confident about where it's going at all. Because I want it to take up a big amount of space, and I have a lot on the right, on the left here, but that's quite a long reach.
So
and also it doesn't really benefit a pose to have it on the right, on its right.
So it's going to be like raising above its head in like victory.
So yeah, probably that.
So stat-wise, the Glabrizu is
yeah.
actually it's pretty impressive. So it has a natural armor of 17, 157 hit points.
That's pretty hefty.
Yeah.
It's challenge rating 8, right?
Challenge rating 9.
Oh, 9, okay.
It's got a speed of 40, and then its stats are quite high. It has 20 strength, 15 dex, 21 con, 19 intelligence, 17 wisdom, 16 charisma.
Your
See,
monster
that's the cool
doubles
thing
all of
about
my
demons.
stats and more.
Yeah. And then on top of that, it has resistances to cold, fire, lightning, bludgeoning, piercing, and slashing from non-magical weapons, immune to poison, and has magic resistance as well.
Has the Zvart got anything special?
No.
Does it have anything to it that makes it more than just a thing with hit points and does an attack?
It
doesn't need it, but does it have it?
Kinda.
Also, the
kinda.
Glabrizu can cast fly on itself.
Does it have any sort of clothing? Or am I going to have to, like...
Any sort of what, sorry?
Clothing. Does it...
No clothing. It has... The only thing it has on its human arms, it has some bracelets. Some gold bracelets.
Oh, ooh, okay.
I think you're gonna have
Because
to
it
do
likes to
like a
hoard wealth,
freezer.
so I guess...
I'm going to have to do a fig leaf. Is that what you're about to say?
I was about to say, you're going to have to do a freezer cod piece.
What I'll probably do, and I think what it is in the thing, he's just going to be very hairy.
Yeah, it's just hair. It's just dark and there's hair there.
Yeah, so he's just going to be a hairy boy.
Well, luckily
Yeah.
for me, explicitly written in this page's description, Zvarts have no genitalia and no urge to reproduce.
Thank
God.
God it's in there. Because I could already hear the audience getting their pen scratching away at their erotic Zvart fanfics. I'm gonna put a good Zvart on the left here because I've got enough space for it, and I'm gonna zoom in, which is a faux pas, but all this space, he's gonna be. I mean, he's gonna be doing something pretty impressive if he's gonna be on like here, but
Yeah,
see.
well,
So
their attacks. They have 2 attacks. Right?
Oh yeah. Yes.
So,
what do they have?
So here's the thing. Okay, so here's the 2 ideas that could come through for this hero Zvart, which is a sentence I never thought I'd ever say. Zvarts have a sling attack, so we could get some David and Goliath thing going.
Ooh, okay.
There is a warlock version of Zvart, so you could have a Zvart with a stick casting a spell.
I quite like the idea of just a hero one with like a dagger, brandishing his dagger like
Come at me.
Excalibur.
What's their health again?
7.
So his pincer attacks are gonna insta kill, regardless of what he rolls.
Yeah, mine also need to roll a 13 to hit you.
Yeah.
Question about the demon boy.
Yes.
Does he have any AoE attacks?
No. His multi-attack is just he can attack twice with his pincers and twice with his fists.
So he does kill 4 per round. 4 spots per round.
He can cast power word stun as well.
Oh Jesus. Okay.
And confusion.
I have a feeling there's not much they
Okay.
could.
Okay,
I don't think that like 80 of them or whatever it would actually be enough.
No, but here's the thing. There's some more to this description right here. Zvarts can disengage as a bonus action.
Okay.
Yeah.
Sure.
And also, Zwarts have advantage on strength athletics checks to shove a creature if there is another Zwart within 5 feet.
Oh, so they can push him down a big hole.
It's called the Overbearing Pack.
So they are meant to swarm. Okay.
Yeah, dude. I mean, they're coming for you.
And I need to look at what I'm doing here because I'm making this guy like too big and too cool looking. This bean-shaped man.
So I just want to read a bit more about the Zwarts right now.
No, go nuts, man. Yeah,
so Raxivort, the guy that is the Vart.
Yeah, the guy that is the Zwart.
Yeah, he was the treasurer to a real Dark Prince, Grzitz, like a real powerful demon prince, right?
Okay.
And he was, and literally, this is to quote the book. He was puny and pathetic. Raxivort, and he claimed something from the treasury and ran away to Earth, the material plane.
Yeah.
And the treasure he accidentally stole was something called the Infinity Spindle, and that made him instantly become a god. Right?
Okay.
He gained his own layer in Pandemonium Hell, the demon hell, called the Black Sewers.
Okay.
Right, which was the topmost layer, and he loved his divine ascension, but it was only briefly because of the demon who he broke away from. He didn't bother coming for him. No, he just told everyone else that this little pathetic shithead has something that can make you a god.
Oh god!
So he just went around telling everybody what he had. And that's why he then had to flee his own plane into the material plane again.
Flee his own plane?
He had to flee his own plane into the material plane, where now Raxivort knows only that Raxivort remains in hiding, a wretched demigod who does little more than wander the plains, spawning ever more Zwarts to ensure his continued safety.
Safety? How?
By
pretending to be him?
So here's the thing. Because if the Zwarts are so closely like him, magic to divine where he is points you to the closest Zwart.
What a wretched thing. Do they know? What's their intelligence?
No, they know. They 100% know.
And they're blue.
Yeah.
Sorry, I'm going all over the place here.
See, here's the thing. They are greedy, conniving, and obsessed with the acquisition of valuables. Right? But they know they are flawed, and this minor amount of self-awareness only magnifies their other deficiencies.
And they've got big noses.
Yeah.
I'm give them like an asterisk nose.
They hate almost any creature they perceive as better than they are, which includes almost anyone. But they lack the courage or wherewithal to act on this hatred most of the time.
This is a real clash of art styles. Anyway, I don't know, touching his nose.
I think this is definitely an episode for the Zwarts.
Yeah, I mean, they're doing it. They're getting it done.
Sometimes Raxivort does appear to the Zwarts, where he appears as a 9-foot tall Zwart, wielding a big empty sack.
Really?
Yeah.
A 9... What? Why?
Raxivort takes all of the treasures the tribe has accumulated, stuffs it in his big sack, and then disappears, leaving nothing behind.
Oh my god. Why? Okay, I mean... there it is.
I'm eager for this.
Oh shit.
Oh, I like this demon cave a lot.
Yeah, it's very cool.
These Danny DeVito.
They are awful. They are really awful. And like, I gave the Glebrazoo a hair for no real reason. I thought his head looks a bit boring, so I'll give him a side partition.
I like it. I like it.
My reasoning was he's the only demon who's like willing to like pretend to like deal with people.
Yeah.
So I was like, obviously, so his face, he's going to be able to like try and look neat and tidy to talk to people.
Wants to look prim and proper.
Obviously, but here he is, obviously looking disorientated and kind of grossed out because he's been fighting these disgusting Zvarts.
And these deeper colours of his crustacean arms look really good.
Yeah, I was quite happy with the way this actually came out. That wasn't too bad at all.
Oh, I love the Glabreezy. He looks like he's been through hell.
Yeah, he looks like he's like 3 days from retirement. He's tired of this shit.
Yeah. Well, also he's in difficult terrain.
Yeah, he is.
He's wading through a subterranean river.
Yeah. I mean, Norman in the background is clearly enjoying this.
Yeah, he's just like, what the hell's going on here? I don't know how he's getting out. Maybe this is deeper in the cave from the ghoul. Who knows?
Oh yeah, maybe potentially one great big dungeon.
Yeah. So yeah, I mean, we didn't rate them yet.
Nope.
And
we always do that to the end.
We always get to the end, obviously, and I think it's going to be no surprise that none of us are going to rate these very highly for all the reasons that we can think of. But okay. The Zvarts, right? They're funny. The Zvarts are very funny, but are they only funny if you know the whole story? Because if you were playing a game of D&D and your DM's like, you go into the cave, and then he goes like, a bunch of identical little blue Danny DeVito men are there. Like, that's funny, but like, what? Like, it's not. It's because it's not unless the characters know the story of the Zvart. It's just a weird idea. It's just a weird choice that your DM has made to include them.
They're just a weird, lame shit goblin.
Yes, like, that's the thing. They don't have anything unique about, the way that they behave or act. The only thing that you could do with them that would be interesting is if was the demon who makes them called Zvart as well, or was he something like that?
He's called Raxavort.
Raxavort. So the only thing that you could do interesting with them is if Raxavort turns up to take their gold while the party is there, I guess.
Maybe.
But like, it's such a detailed backstory that is completely you can't apply it to anything.
You can't base a campaign on this.
No, you can't. It's a bit impenetrable. Like, it's a fun little story.
Yeah. And like,
that's about it.
So it'd be like, the one guy who's read that will like go, nice, 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 dude, and everyone else will be like, this is funny, we're fighting, like, and then you could, you have a funny token from or whatever, and it'd be funny, but why? And I think it would be sort of one of the things that's like really funny at the time, but then like completely unmemorable because like, unless you really get into the story of it. You're just like, remember that time we fought a bunch of blue hobbit men? Oh yeah, that was weird.
Shall we give our Zvart numbers right now?
Yeah.
Alright, they are funny and they are awful. I was thinking 3.
Yeah.
I was thinking a 3.
Yeah, I mean, we're not IGN here.
I know, they're very bad. But I think the comedy of them is what makes them better than some other things that might be lower, but they are just, as you were saying, like they're so unusable. Like you could take the whole story out of the official settings and put it in like a homebrew thing, but there'd be no point because it would just be unless you tried to build a world around it. Then what you've done is
why would you do that?
then what you do is you wake up one day and you realise I've spent a lot of time trying to make a universe centered around the Zvarts and to make them important. Ugh.
I'm going to give them a 2.
A 2?
Oh yeah, 2 is fair.
Yeah.
Just two points I have on the Zvarts because for some strange reason I've been thinking about Zvarts way more than normal.
Oh yeah.
Instead of every day, like twice a day.
Oh yeah.
I think that they depend on 2 things pretty importantly.
Yeah.
The first thing is how good your DM is.
Yes.
Because if your DM has a tribe of people and he gives them all the same voice and he makes a point that they're all the same guys,
yeah,
that could be fun.
I think what it needs, and the way you could use it, is if you don't want to have the whole like quite detailed backstory, you could have it like it's a guy who got cursed by a thing in a cave. And then and there's like a whole bunch from here, not there's loads of them throughout the universe.
Yeah.
And not their god will turn... Like, if it's just like a self-contained story...
Yeah,
I think
that's
a good
not the
DM
Svarts, is it?
Well, exactly. Then it's just a blue goblin man that you're using.
Yeah. My second point is just that you can't base a story around them unless like maybe your whole thing to adventure is you want to track down their god. But then that's kind of silly.
It could be a funny low level thing. If you've got a campaign that's themed around like dealing with gods and demons and stuff.
Yeah.
It would be a good first level thing, I guess.
A first god to kill is...
If that's what you want, it is probably the weakest deity that there is.
Yeah, I mean, the Black Sewers is his dimension.
The Black Sewers is kind of interesting as like a dimension. That's the thing. That could be a cool thing, but he's not. He doesn't live there anymore. He's not in charge there.
That's true. I'm giving them a 4. I'm giving them one more because I see the possibility of making them at least a funny, memorable thing.
And again, as we said, they are identical looking in the body and the biology, but that doesn't mean that you couldn't have them dressed differently for whatever reason. If you did want to have, a little bit of variation, it's not.
One has a scar on his head.
Exactly. That one's the boss, obviously.
Yeah.
I think we should spend some time looking at the other one.
Yes, the
Glabrezu.
The Glabrezu. Now,
what do we think of this boy?
I think he's better than the Smart.
You don't say.
He's better than the Smart. Well, I do like the idea of there being a demon who's like specifically the one that talks to people, but again, from a design point of view. Especially like if you look at the actual D&D artwork of it, that doesn't really come across in any way.
No, it doesn't at all. That's one of the
shame.
reasons why I chose it. I just didn't see any attempt to make it like that, which is kind of what pulled me towards it.
Yeah.
Or in its stat block.
No,
that's true, yeah. Like if I were going to design a demon who was like a deliberately like treacherous, like will deal with humans and then will get them. It's something to have this duality as opposed to just two different kinds of monster.
2 heads, maybe.
2 heads would be cool. A mask, any old thing. A big cloak that covers up its back and then it whips it off. Something like that.
The crab arms are fun.
The crab arms
and
are
the 4
fun.
attacks around is like nothing to shake his dick at.
Oh yeah, I mean it's a strong boy.
It's a demon warrior that has some lore that doesn't really represent it, is what I think.
It's basically,
I feel, and it's not a demon that people will be like happy to recognize.
I'm really struggling to think of like how you'd use it in anything apart from it's in a room, fight it.
Yeah, again, if you've got like a party member who's like a warlock or an evil wizard of some sort, and maybe you could try and use a Glabrezu as something that's trying to like get use the player character for its own ends.
Yeah.
You
could
You could even have a Glabrezu be the pact creature of the warlock.
Yeah.
And like by the time maybe the party's good, and by the time they realise that maybe this is not such a good thing, then by the time they get to like level 9, they have to fight their own pact creature.
Yeah,
that's the perfect level for that.
It could be cool, but then the only problem again with that is because it's a very simple like enemy in terms of like what it does.
You're so right. Yeah.
It wouldn't. I mean, obviously you could fancy it up and do stuff with it to make it more interesting and add it, give it spells, give it interesting minions. But it is just a big tough guy with 4 arms and 2 of which are crab arms.
That is what it is. Should we give the crab arms some numbers?
You guys go first because I need to think about this. I'm
gonna go for like a 6.
Okay.
I think 6 is fair. I think that's a fair number.
Yeah, it's just I would give loads of reasons why, but it's just my gut instinct. Like I like it more than the other one, but I don't really like it.
That's fair.
I could even go lower, honestly.
To be honest, when I heard you say 6, I thought, I think less.
Yeah, I think I'm being nice.
But Neil, do you have a number for this one?
Yeah, I think I'm going to come in at 5.
5,
yep.
Right.
As well.
Okay.
And I'm coming in at 5 because of the use I see for it ignores all of its lore. I would throw like 2 or 3 of them throwing out a bunch of attacks as like the demon vanguard or something, like clearing the way.
Oh, you know what? Something that you could use it for in a similar idea. Have it be like a demon lord's like seneschal or something.
Yeah.
So it's not super important because it's not strong enough to be like a top tier demon lord thing, but it's going to deal with people. So if you come knocking to have a chat with, I don't know, as
people live in the 9 hells.
Yeah. So and then it's like the local. It's the guy who will deal with people. He won't deal with them kindly. So but he's resting at a nice healthy 5 to 5.5.
I'm happy with him having that score.
Yeah, and it's not good. it's not good.
You know what, Theo?
What?
You're gonna curse me now.
No.
This is where he is on the leaderboard.
I guess I'll do that.
I was literally thinking that we need to have a power rankings board.
I guess I'll do that. Although, if we have a lot of episodes, this leaderboard's gonna get gross looking.
You just have to pan down it. That's all.
If you liked, emotionally liked it, why don't you officially like it, as sanctioned by Google, with the thumbs up button? Or the subscribe button, which will mean that you'll like all our future content as well.
If you hit the bell notification, that will also tell Google and yourself that you want to be notified when new videos come up.
Exactly.
And also, Tombstone, you should probably leave another comment, because that does help.
Please. Every comment helps.
Every comment helps, because...
Every little helps.
Yeah.
Trademark.
Yeah, I think we came up with every little help. That's like a Britain-centric joke. We can't make that. We can't say that.
Yes, we can.
We can't reference Tesco's.
Oh, bloody Nora! Look at this quid. Come on, let's just go. Let's just get it done.
Blimey.
Actually, is it a demon or a devil?
That's a good point. We don't want to get our lore wrong.
Yeah. If it's a demon, okay.
I think it's a devil.
Edit around this, but don't actually edit around this.
Okay, we won't edit
Yeah,
around
it's a devil, so it'll work with people. Oh, it's a demon. What were we thinking about? Pandemonium. There you go. We got our bases covered.
Bases covered. Resolved.
Bases covered.
Phew.